Come on, there we go. There I am. Oh, it would probably help if I made the... Where is it? There it is. Come on. Load 14. Come on. You know you want to capture 14. Am I gonna have to close and reopen Final Fantasy 14? I might have to reopen 14. Oh, brilliant start to the stream. Oh my god, how are we all feeling today? I forgot that the I forgot that 7.25 was today, which is why on the schedule it's for Expedition 33. There we go. Damn, that 3-person queue. I should put my phone on to Do Not Disturb for stream. There we go. Alright. Oh, let's do some Manderville, shall we? Let's see, so let's do a bit of recap. Last time we left off, our good old Inspector Manderville, the one we all know and love, Hildebrand, he was missing after his last, so we're blasting off again from Endwalker. However, Nashu here has found Detective Hardboiled, who bears a striking resemblance to Inspector Hildebrand. And then she blew him up like 5 times. Wizened testimony. Oh, here to help again, are you? As things stand, I'm waiting on word from... Yours truly, I assume. Since parting ways, I've searched every alley and dive bar and Everkeep for signs of this Hildebrand character. It's pronounced Hildebrand. Well, however you say it, he was nowhere to be found. Well, where could the inspector be? Chin up, dollface. The case ain't over yet. And I always get my man. When the trail goes cold, the trick is to go back to the beginning. I want you to tell me the whole story again and leave nothing out, no matter how unimportant it might seem. Okay, so we fucking dunked on this guy, right? We took his head and we dunked that shit. So, you followed rumors of the flying disc, which nabbed your friend, and that led you to the place where it most likely crashed down. Here. You also think he was caught inside the dome when it appeared. And From your perspective, through 30 years in the blink of an eye, sounds like crazy talk. I've seen enough strangeness in my line of work that I've learned to give clients the benefit of the doubt. Since we got no leads on the man himself, I say we try jogging memories about the shiny starship instead. We'll want to question older people native to your world who might have witnessed the original crash landing 30 years ago. Folks that age seem to enjoy parks, like the one outside the residential radii. Let's go. On the trail for Detective Hildebrand. God, I love the Hildebrand quest so much. Because it takes this otherwise very serious game and just demands an air of silliness. We'll take this one. Okay. Stand by the information center. Except it put me the wrong direction. There's Nashu and Hard-Boiled. Middle-aged Tetsaro man. Anything, Nashu? Lovely place to interrogate our elders. Old timers aplenty as promised. Pick a prune and get to it. Oh, I still have that illustration I lent to you last time. Showing it around should help nudge some ancient noggins. Oh no. Oh, Nashu. Oh, that is not a good picture. However, it is just going in... It is going into the Hildebrand Truths document. Let's see, let me find that and open it up. Hildebrand Truths. Just that picture. I have another copy for myself, but that only makes two. Elle, you and Detective Hardboiled will have to share. We are talking 3 decades ago here, so having a picture should come in handy. Even if the dame's work is on the same level as a finger painting, toddler's magnum opus. Elle, was it? Well, you let me know when you're ready to bother some park goers. Alright, hard-boiled. Right. Let's start showing that picture around then. Keep an eye out for older Hyun and Hetsaro that might have hailed from outside the dome. Oh, and don't forget the Shatona. Alright, hard-boiled's walking around with me. See any... Oh, there's a conversation spot over there. We're gonna do the conversation spot first. Do you need a drink, Detective Hard-Boiled? Maybe just an egg from the vending machine? Vending machine's got your eye? Yeah, you could buy yourself a coffee or an energy drink. The luxuries like that make you soft. And I'm alone, walking through the darkest, dingiest parts of the city. I need something as weathered and weary as I am. I'll stick to my eggs, thanks. What would you be wanting with me then? Have you ever seen, let's see, an illustration of a starship clip from the Thabdarian Truth? Picture has been enhanced with the hand-drawn portrait of Inspector Hildebrand. Can't say I'm familiar with it. Oh, but I do remember 3 decades ago, when I was still in the bloom of youth. Oh well, I'm middle-aged. Say, I remember you. The clever git who took back me Furball tonic from that thieving horse son. I was a good bit of sleuthing it was. Oh, hello, Stark. And a stretch. Oh, and Topi is here too. Hello. That's a stretch. And that's a stretch too. Alright. Wow. No need for all that. I was just doing my job. Sorry to see that the tonic didn't do its job though. It's not about growing me hair back. It's about the routine. About 40 years of massaging me scalp and basking in the same fragrant aromas every morning. Doesn't feel right to start the day without it. 40 years of using an Everkeep-made product. Oh, that's right. You're Alexandrian, born and bred. Same as me. No way you could have seen the starship we're after. Sorry to bother you, sir. Yeah, I'm pretty good at just, like, general voice control. Nashu, please tell me you're not harassing this man. This man does not look 30. He looks like maybe in his mid-20s. Very pretty art. Yeah, no, it's me making out with a certain cat girl that might be on screen right now. Yeah, no, Nashu. It's over here. It's Elder Hewn woman. What can this old lady do for you? Have you seen the starship or this very poorly drawn man? 30 years ago? I honestly don't recall. My memories of that time are faded at best, my dears. That is a lovely drawing of you, though, sir. Really captures your essence. That slack-jawed mug. You gotta be kidding me. Middle-aged Hetsaro man. May I help you? A poorly drawn man gave a thumbs up. That poorly drawn man is missing. Sorry, but 30 years ago I was practically an infant. Hard too young to remember much of anything. Picture is very cute though. Did your child draw it for you? Well, no one said it would be easy dredging up eyewitness accounts from so long ago. This is where grit and persistence comes into it. I spied a Shatona fellow heading towards the 914 radius. Hard to guess his age with how long they live, but who knows. Maybe we'll get lucky this time. Alright, to 914. The news? What is your news, Topi? Nashu is still harassing that man. Birthday's on Thursday? Well, happy early birthday! Because I know I'm probably gonna forget on Thursday to say it. Getting old. Shatona man of indeterminate age. That is a Persona ass name right there. That is the name of a character from a Persona name. From a Persona game. Sharing it to the one place where I can share 14 spoilers. Lovely day, isn't it? Hey, have you seen this guy? Oh, not sure I recognize the man. Hard to tell with such a, simple drawing. Forget about the drawing. We're more interested in what you know about the flying disc. Yes, the craft I do recall seeing. When I yet felt the sun upon my face. I was living a very different kind of life at the time. It was during a hunt that I spotted it. Flying machines were a rare sight back then, so I remember it well. But now... Do you remember where it was headed? It appeared to crash somewhere in Usabi to the north. I was of a mind to seek out the wreckage, but then the dome suddenly appeared, and I had far stranger things to worry about. There, what'd I tell you? Let's find your pal Nashu and share the good news. No longer a cyborg? Is the new lore that will not be mentioned? Just normal now. No new lore, just normal. I was not normal, and then I took normal pills, and now I am normal. No one seems to know anything about the starship. Did you fare any better? It came down somewhere near this Yukata place. I don't suppose either of you have been there before. Well, lucky you, Nashu. I've been to the field station out there. Research facility, you say? Some unidentified shiny object fell from the sky nearby, and I wager their people soon scooped it up. Seems we have our destination. Now how to get across the lake. We take a hover cargo. Actually, what we do is we just queue there. Easy. We could. The Reforgers have a few, and I happen to know one of an accommodating disposition. Right. That's our transportation sorted. What I'm stuck on, though, is how you've already been to this Usabi when I'm only just learning such a place even existed. What's your deal, anyway? You know, you think as wizened of a detective as Hardboiled is, he would have heard of the Eorzean Warrior of Light, right? Agent of Adventure. You adventure for a living, is that it? It's clear you're no fresh-faced mook. Let's press on with the investigation. My Reforger friend should have a hover cargo waiting for us at the drift downs. I better pack a dose of Nashu's delights. No, Nashu! Those explosives of yours? Leave them behind. Don't need no dizzy dame blowing herself up on my watch. Or me, for that matter. Yeah, no, Detective Hardboiled. Not Inspector Hildebrand, Detective Hardboiled. Here, Nashu. I'll pack the explosives. I don't have any explosives, I'm sorry. Accommodating Reforger at the drift downs. You are talking to Hardboiled. Skating port 9. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, that's a big watery lake. Wait, hold on. Where's the stalker? Where is he? He's got to be around here somewhere. I wonder if he has a wiki page. Probably, right? Okay, he actually has 3 wiki pages, but no consolidated place about where you can find him. What about on Nashu's wiki page? Doesn't seem so. Also, ads in 3 minutes. This is the Reforger pal I was telling you about. She keeps tabs on the heritage found scene and was a big help when I needed information for a case that spilled outside of Everkeep. I hear you need transport to Ueyawada. Have her cargoes ready if you are? Alright, off to Ueyawada. Is it just gonna be the facility again? Yeah, the Kenaloka Corpus. It must like it dark in here. This place is a mess, but I don't see any monsters roaming the halls at least. It'd be safe to split up and have a look around. Ooh, unlocked cabinet drawer. Shuffling through the various documents in the cabinet, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 1. According to an associate native to these lands, the unidentified vessel we recovered near Ueyawada had flown into the region not long before the dome manifested. Their testimony was corroborated by a thorough examination of the wreckage, which yielded not a single sliver of electrope. The vessel was, without a doubt, manufactured using technology fundamentally unlike our own. This mystery was further compounded by the discovery of a human survivor within the craft. Despite the apparent force of impact, the lone male occupant had sustained no visible injuries. Now that sounds like a detective, Hildebrand, if I ever heard of one. This is the questline where they actually just kill him off. Like, no more Hildebrand. This is the last Hildebrand questline. He's fucking dead forever, permanently. A lot of people being pickled in here, but Inspector Hildebrand isn't among them. Speaking of which, did you see where Detective Hardboiled went? Skimming through the various documents, you find one entitled Confidential Files Addendum 2. The human male we extracted from the record is an abnormal specimen indeed. While physically unharmed and in clear possession of a soul, he yet remains in a comatose state. The absence of reaction to any and all external stimuli is indicative of temporal stasis. Every method we have attempted, be it electric shock, a hot bath, or a sharp slap across the face, has failed to wake the subject. Is his remarkable corporeal fortitude an innate natural quality, or was it acquired with the aid of unknown technology? My enthusiasm for this research knows no bounds. Alright, ad time! Alright, we back. Anyway, Topi, you asked, like, right as we went to ads, but, I like Wuklamon. My issue with Dawntrail is actually kind of extends to an issue with Endwalker as well. But I would have preferred if... I don't know how to word this. Right, Endwalker, it was the end of, so far, the main story arc that had been, you know, ARR to Endwalker. And, you know, I feel like that kind of thing, like, the end of a big story arc would have been perfect if the level capstone was level 100 instead of level 90. I feel like they could have found a way to put, like, a filler arc in. Not even like a filler arc, just expand more on, like, the ancients and the final days before we got all the way there. Where is Hard-Boiled? Document held by the clipboard is entitled Confidential Files Addendum 3. I cannot understate the incalculable potential I see in our mystery subject. If we could but unlock the secret of his preternatural resilience, then we would never again need to risk the dangers inherent in the transfer of monstrous souls. While some of my colleagues insist that vivisection is our only recourse, such an extreme measure would mean forsaking the knowledge the man might impart to us regarding his equally intriguing flying vessel. For the time being, we have decided to suspend all research related to this subject. The specimen will be preserved in a biocapsule in Sector 51 and placed under observation in the hopes that he will one day regain consciousness. Nashu, please tell me that you packed a delight. Because if there's one thing that will wake up the inspector, it's a good old jog from a Nashu delight. Oh, sorry. Something else in the records caught my attention and it led me to a different floor. I had to wrestle up a verification key first, so I haven't spent any time on your starship mystery. You turn up anything yet? Yeah, a location. Keeping in Sector 51. The key I found should let us access that area. Let's grab your pal Nashu and head there now. Inspector Hildebrand, there you are! Please tell me he's... Yes, he is! You two been yanking my chain? This clown doesn't look anything like me. Well, opinions aside, we've located our man. A hard-boiled egg would really hit the spot right now. Here, give this to the detective. Nashu, I have a feeling that that's a little bit of a delightful egg you've got there. Oh my god. From the lady. I love that they just occasionally make Nashu, like, extremely sexy. Appreciate it. I never could refuse the kindness of strangers. Oh, some more zombie researchers are back. Oh, I can handle this group easy. Oh shit, we're double-sided. Yeah, no, I can still take this shit easy. These punks must be feeling lucky. Oh shit, he just has a gun. Oh wait, it's the inspector. Of course it's zombies. There is no need for firearms nor fisticuffs. I shall resolve this altercation in a manner that behooves a gentleman. Attention, everyone! Follow my lead, if you please. Splendid, most splendid. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner. I fear I may have overslept a trifle. But I, Hildebrand, well-rested agents of inquiry, now stand before you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. By the by, who is this austere-looking fellow? A new admirer of mine, mayhap? This is Detective Hardboiled, your soul twin from another world. Why, my dear Nashu, this man possesses nary a speck of my singular aplomb. He does not resemble me in the slightest. I couldn't agree more. Sweet old grandmother has more grit in her pinky finger. Stupid. That's odd. Maybe I need new glasses, but you two seem practically identical. The odd thing here is how you look too damn young for a fellow who's been sleeping for 30 years. Don't get me started on how you charmed those shambling corpses. What kind of crime against nature are you? The Inspector has a very unique physique, for one. And as for the zombies, he's had an excellent rapport with them ever since his brief stint as an undead overlord extraordinaire. That raises more questions than answers. Still, we can consider your missing person case closed. Leaves me to chew on the something else that caught my attention earlier. Smell a new case brewing, and I mean to follow my nose. A case, you say? Then allow me to offer the services of Hildebrand, Inspector Extraordinaire. Undead Overlord seems more plausible to me at this juncture, but I'll bite. What does a fellow like you even inspect? Impenetrable mysteries and unsolved cases, of course. So we're in the same business, eh? Makes me wonder how this gentleman act of yours actually helps you get the job done. I too am curious to see if beneath that leathery gumshoe exterior, you have the gumption to handle the truly difficult cases. The dame. She's your assistant? Loyal and steadfast. I had an assistant once. But now ain't the time to reminisce. We have a new case to work on. This'll be just the thing to prove your sleuthing chops, Inspector. Let's get out of here and get down to brass tacks. See, was it more than just the one quest for this patch? I think it might have just been one quest this patch. Was there two? There are two! Okay, Hildebrand's got his uniform back on. I always have a spare set of the Inspector's clothes on hand. Thank you, Nashu. Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire, is up and full of beans. Well, Inspector, may I offer you an egg in this trying time? Anyway, I do need to update the documents. Hildebrand can control zombies. Oh wait, I already have this. See, Hildebrand commands some control over zombies. Addendum. Hildebrand can exert full command over zombies by doing the Manderville dance. Alright, hard-boiled. A case of the fiendish fugitives. Detective Hardboiled's veteran nose has picked up the scent of a new case. As I was saying, I got a whiff of a new case in the making, so listen up while I explain the particulars. You said you scoured this place top to bottom, and learned they were trying to stuff people's souls into monstrous hosts. The facility was forced to close before they managed any real success. Sound about right? I'm guessing whatever incident turned the staff into walking corpses happened not long after. Here's where it gets interesting. According to the notes I found, one of the researchers survived, and continued to work independently even after the project was mothballed. Apparently he dismissed the Turel Vidril as impossible to control, and instead chose to pursue his research by using less ordinary beasts. Are you suggesting this mad scientist transferred his own soul into some slavering fiend? Nothing so mad as that. No, he saved that honor for convicted criminals. He set up a fake rehabilitation program, had the prisoners transferred, then yanked out their souls for use in his experiments. How awful! And what became of these now criminally minded creatures? That's the million-credit question. Tracked down the containment cell mentioned in the notes, but found the cages inside emptier than a barfly's tumbler. Little digging into the operations log showed the cage locks were opened only recently, which means... Find ourselves on the case of the fiendish fugitives. We must seek out and apprehend these dastardly evildoers. I accidentally pressed it too soon. Yes, there's a chance they're out there causing trouble. And as a detective, I can't turn a blind eye when I suspect wrongdoing is afoot. Luckily, I also found a storage device that I figure belonged to the author of those research notes. Pretty banged up, but I think the data might still be intact. Let's head back to Solution 9. I'll take this thing to my place in the recreation zone and see what I can recover. Alright, no more... Here, I'll just return to Solution 9. No more UA you wanted this time. Alright, Neon Stein. Ah, here he is. If that's a real person. Illusion Shine is a most impressive metropolis. Car, I never noticed how far down it went. I mean, you can't really see how far down it goes. Right, I'll take a crack at the storage device. You're better off waiting outside. I'm not the kind of guy who makes his bed every morning, to say the least. Oh, the bad news is the device was in even worse shape than I expected. It'll be a while yet before I can recover all its contents. A quick pass netted me some scraps though, enough to piece together a partial file on one of the experimental subjects. It states our surviving researchers stuck the soul of a career thief into the body of an Cyclops. This light-fingered fella didn't steal out of greed, but for the joy of pissing off his victims. Twisted guy like that ain't likely to change his stripes just cause he switched bodies. Yes, 'tis all becoming clear to me. His intentions are obvious. Our impish escapee will burgle the most prestigious jewelry store in the city. As soft-boiled a guess as any I've ever heard. Your instincts are way off, pal. Never seen an Cyclops before, have you? If one of those big brutes was lumbering through the streets, all we'd have to do is follow the screams. No, if he's plotting a heist, it'll involve a target outside Everkeep. And he won't be aiming to pilfer any old supply crate neither. It's something that really cause a nuisance. Electrope. Alexandria's got a habit only that miraculous ore can satisfy. We need to hustle to the quarry outside, and I mean now. That is the first time anyone's ever called Hildebrand on his bullshit. We're going to Electrope Strike. Here, no one redeemed it, but I'm gonna stretch a bit. I don't believe the Electrope Strike Aetherite was ever actually used during the story. I don't know, it's been almost a year, so my memory isn't exactly known for being trustworthy. Oh, here's the stalker. Found you pretty easy this time. I should be able to answer some questions. I say, the weather here is rather unruly. Oh, I pine for the crystal clear skies of Ul'dah. Just me or someone frying a block of cheese with a steady current of lightning energy. Okay, so now we have a confirmation that he smells like cheese. Yes, I work here. Was there something you needed? Have we had any thefts? Funny you should ask, actually. Had several shipments of raw electrope go missing in recent days. Strangest part is that our guards didn't see a damn thing. We need hover cargo to move those heavy blocks, and surely someone would have noticed it coming and going. There, what'd I tell you? The sneaky Cyclops could have run off with those blocks without breaking a sweat. You know who the culprit is then? If there's anything I can do to help catch them, just say the word. Mighty kind of you, friend. Let's have you bait the trap with a stack of electrope. Please convenient it out of sight of your patrols. We'll do the rest. One tempting stack of electrope coming up. There, that should do the trick. Color that thief for me, will ya? Oh, do be careful while you're at it. This guy knows more than he's letting on. Trap is set. Now we wait. Now Hildebrand's eating the egg. This is perfect. Maybe a little too perfect. Not good, not good. That's our thief. After him. Oh shit, there's a bunch of Cyclops around here. So many Cyclopses. Or so many Cyclopes. Or is it Cyclopses? I would have thought a creature that big could run that fast. We've lost sight of our quarry! And he's gone to ground in the middle of a field of Cyclopses. Or Cyclopes. He got us a wise guy. A tough guy, though, according to his file. He's got no stomach for fighting. So we just need to split up and find the one that doesn't try to squish us on sight. Of course, even if he is a coward, he's a big boy now, so he might still try to go down swinging. Shout out if you hit pay dirt, and we'll take him together. Well, unfortunately for you, I could absolutely wreck that guy's shit. Like, single-handedly, with no assistance. Ah. Pardon me, Mr. Cyclops, are you gonna try and bash my head in? Me not bad, Cyclops. Cyclops don't talk. Oh, and there's the stalker. Inspector and the detective set off in pursuit of that screaming Cyclops. Come on, let's not get left behind. Damn it all! We have you now, fiend. There's nowhere left to... It's like being stabbed by a 1,000 tiny needles. Now with it, punk. Where did you stash the goods? Who set you free? As if I'd tell the likes of you. Have it your way. Or this thing's worse than chili sauce in your eye. No! No, no, detective. Threats and intimidation do not become a gentleman. Move, damn it, move! Give a criminal a chance and they'll make you wish you hadn't. My turn. Is he in the ground? I need to grab the pillow. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, he really is a big boy. This is my show now. Lose the gun or the girl. It's okay. Drop the gun. I'm still here. Two weapons on the ground. I don't need weapons to fuck you up. Ew, is he twitching? Holy shit. My eye, my eye. You had your chance to come quietly. Say goodnight, sunshine. Gah! Hildebrand took that. I know he did. That didn't hurt at all. Yep. Hildebrand tanks that shit. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, abhor acts of violence. Holy shit, gay Hildebrand. Gay Hildebrand isn't real, he won't save you from a bullet. Gay Hildebrand. Core, the inspector's all lit up. You gotta be kidding me. It shot at enough juice to take down a Gumphotherium. So bright, too bright for me to bear. The pain is akin to stepping barefoot on a Koblin's back. Master Thief, are you certain you aren't willing to speak with us? You shone like a precious jewel. I yield. I'll tell you everything. Soft, boiled, and cracked. Yeah, no, he is cracked. I never wanted the electrope. The researcher who freed us commanded me to steal it, and I handed over every block I took. So you weren't just being your usual thieving self. Alright, so what's this researcher's name? He never told me his name, I swear. I only know him as the man who made us into monsters. He already had some scary-looking bruiser working for him, so I didn't dare refuse his orders. No idea where we might find him then? None. I was supposed to meet him out here with my latest haul, but you can bet he slipped away after realizing I wasn't alone. That's it. That's all I could give you. Alright, I believe you. This case has taken a fishy turn. But even if you were an unwilling subject in all this, you still have crimes to answer for. I'm handing you over to the Tin Men authorities. Don't worry. I'll explain how you're a crook in monsters' clothing so they don't just send you to the Arcadian for slaughter. As for the rest of you, meet me back at my place in Solution 9.
God, doing that voice for a prolonged period of time is gonna kill my throat. I have work later today. I really shouldn't be murdering my throat before work. Before I did this, I think I forgot to water my flowers this morning. Hold on. Okay, flowers watered. Surely Detective Hardboiled must now acknowledge my dazzling investigative skills.
In your dreams, pal. I handed the Cyclops over to the authorities and gave them the lowdown on our case. You can bet your last bean that researcher fella has other monsters doing his dirty work. Can't figure his angle yet, but he's up to no good, that's for sure. Whatever those criminals are now, they're also fugitives. They'll be operating as far from our mechanical sentries as possible. Maybe even beyond the confines of the dome. And that's a whole world I ain't familiar with. If you're keen to stay on the case, then I could use your help out there.
You shall have it, of course. Inspector Hillebrand is at your service.
Got my trench coat in a twist when your pal started dancing in front of my gun. It's only fair I'll tell you why. It has to do with a man who had his fingers in every illegal pie in Alexandria. The Crime King, they called him. It was me who caught his royal rogueness and sent him to rot in a prison cell. But after being transferred elsewhere under the auspices of some rehabilitation program, I haven't heard a peep. See, you've connected the dots. Could be that elsewhere was Yue Iwata. Yeah, me and him have got a history, so if he's running free out somewhere in a new monster skin, I want to be the one to bring him in.
Your unwavering commitment is commendable, Detective Hardboiled. I, Hildebrand, Agents of Inquiry Inspector Extraordinaire, hereby swear to remain steadfastly by your side until we have brought this case to its resolution.
I don't recall asking that soft-boiled dope to do a damn thing. Anyhow, I'll get back to pulling scraps of data from that box. Drop by next time you're in the neighborhood. Maybe I'll have a new lead for us to follow.
Alright, one more cutscene. Meanwhile, somewhere in Heritage Found. Oh, that's right. We've got to do this before the credit cutscene.
I was hoping to see our hulking Cyclops squish those curious rats. Craven fool surrendered with barely a struggle. But no matter. I have more than enough electrope now to proceed with my plans. Given the right direction, you outlaws have proven most useful, especially with the aid of your new, monstrous talents. Yeah, I knew this guy was fishy. I guess I should have said he was slimy. Making hard-boiled eggs, you want to boil for the same length of time every time. 12 minutes exactly. Any less, they're too soft. Any more, they're overcooked. We're out of time today, so here are some I prepared earlier. Oh man, we're getting cooking with Detective Hard-Boiled. Is that gonna be a Nashu delight? Is it gonna... It's sexy Nashu again. The manufacture of my egg-shaped medicine is a closely guarded trade secret, so don't try to make your own at home. Keep safe and stay tuned for the next episode of Inconceivably Further Hildebrand Adventures. Oh my god, a kobold! See you, Inspector. Alright, let's see. Where are we going for... For what we need to do for Occult Crescent. One last hurrah, Tuliola. Yeah, right there. Let's see. Watch you makey. Expedition Messenger, one last hurrah. You're Elle, aren't you? Just the woman I was after, as it happens. Old Katenram tasked me with finding you. Says he's got a proposition for you. Stay right there. I'll go fetch him. Alright, what do you got, oldie? God, I forgot that they made him look like... I feel like they took the Chad face and did their best possible job to recreate it in 14. Apologies for collaring you like this, but I was hoping we could parley before you took leave of Tuliolo. Why did I give them that accent? I'll cut right to the chase. I want you on board for me final expedition. Before I get into the particulars, allow me to spin a quick yarn. These days, any Eorzean sailor with their salt bound for Tural will take an established route and skirt the southern Indigo Deep. But back when maps were nothing but blank parchment past Vilbrand, all we had was the allure of the horizon to guide us.
Most of me fellow explorers weighed anchor and cut course due west, heading straight for adventure. Alas, most were lost to the waves. Me crew and I reached Toral on account of us ranging north and avoiding the same treacherous waters that claimed them. That stretch of the deep came to be known as Shade's Triangle. I had a notion to solve its mysteries on behalf of me fallen comrades, but after arriving on these shores, it was the land, not the sea, that promised adventures anew. Once I'd settled here and disbanded the expedition, I never did get the opportunity. But then I crossed paths with a certain realm-renowned adventurer and began to wonder. Aye, something told me that with your help I'd finally shed light on the mystery of those accursed waters. So how about it? Will you join this old explorer on one final jaunt? It'd be my honor. Knew I could count on you. Truth be told, even before Galil Judge asked me to watch over Kona and Wuklamat, I fear I'd never sail again. Any road I sensed the pair were wise to me worrying, so I laid it all bare. And you say the mystery of Shade's Triangle has haunted you since. The region of which you speak is an impediment to trade with foreign nations. Any effort to unravel its secrets would ultimately benefit Tuliolo. Sounds like it might be the last chance you get, especially if you're hoping to get Elle involved. Besides, Papa would turn in his grave if we barred his old friend from one final voyage. I say follow your heart, Tanqua. I'm sure you'll be wanting more details, but I'd like to set sail sooner rather than later. Let's reconvene once we put a few malms between us and the harbor. Ship is ready and waiting. Had her sent over from Limsa especially. When you're ready, speak with O'Fangame over on the pier. I can't stop myself from grinning stupidly. Ready, I'll row us out to the vessel in this here skiff. Now, I presume. Katenram told me all about you. The name's Fangame, navigator by trade. They say Shade's Triangle is racked with storms year-round, but a closer look at the charts will tell you that ain't strictly true. For a brief season, the sky's clear and the sea's calm, hence why the old explorer's eager to weigh anchor. What's the matter? Don't tell me you're wary of clambering onto this little rowboat. We're not rowing all the way to Shade's Triangle. Our vessel's waiting out beyond the shallows. Any road, when you're good and prepared to leave, just say the word. Let's go. Ready to plot a course for waters unknown, are ya? Depart for Shade's Triangle. Don't know whether to respect your mettle or question your sanity, but welcome aboard. Shade's Triangle, here we come. Oh my god, it's a blue-footed booby. It's a pair of boobies. I love boobies. Plain sailing thus far. Might be time to talk about our destination. Shade's Triangle is a churning mess of storms, so every time a vessel goes missing in the region, most blame the treacherous conditions. But hear this, the records of the last ship seeking to chart those waters, and the message that relates their escort is passing strange. Conditions fair, crescent-shaped isles sighted in vicinity, potential safe haven during storms, attempting to make landfall. They never made it back to port, despite the calm seas. Folks have taken to calling the island the Occult Crescent ever since. They say it's naught but a shifting mirage that claims the lives of all who sight it. Everyone on board knows the risks involved on a voyage like this, but there ain't nothing like the thrill of the unknown to trump good sense. Aye, the whiff of mystery and the promise of new discovery is hard to resist. Am I right in thinking the same applies to you, adventurer? Anyhow, why don't you get acquainted with the rest of the crew? I'll be here checking the charts. Once you've got the measure of folk risking their hides along with you, come and find me. Let's see, what is the name of the boat we're on? Oh, we don't get a boat name. We're just on the main deck in unknown land. Can I swap to Fisher here? Yo? No! There's no fish here! That's fucked up. This ain't me first trip to these waters. I've sailed close to Shade's Triangle to survey the weather many a time. Only on the clearest days, when the sea's flat as glass, do you get a glimpse of the isle. Looks unremarkable from a distance, but that's exactly what the poor bastards who went missing must have thought. Never did pluck up the courage to take a closer peek, curious as I was. But when I heard Catandarum was leading an expedition into the heart of the triangle, I signed right up. Don't get me wrong, I've still got me reservations. But when I think of whatever's waiting for us in those waters, it's the excitement that wins out. Also, 3 minutes until ads. Oh, cool, a secretary. My grandfather once sailed with Catandarum. He was right there with him when they first made landfall on Terral. But it wasn't Terral they were aiming for. They'd left Eorzea westward bound for Hingashi. But they didn't count on a great big continent lying between them and their destination. Once they were ashore, they soon forgot all about the Far East. Eventually, my grandfather settled, and here I am, 3 generations later. By all accounts, journeying with Catandarum is life-changing. I mean that in the best possible sense, of course. A prospector. This isn't some foolhardy treasure hunt. No, solving the Isle's secrets will be more worth than any glittering trinkets. If we can open up safe passage to the island, there's potential to establish a permanent landing. Just imagine the boon to foreign trade that would bring. All of which is to say, there's more at stake here than lying in our pockets. And tell them what awaits us on the island, which is why we've enlisted the help of experts and artisans to supplement our crew. One fellow we're all wishing we'd steer clear of, though. Is she here? After we left port, I caught the crazed fool trying to launch one of the lifeboats. Managed to lock him in the hold, but the Dawntrail set about drinking all the rum in sight. It's Drunkle! In the end, we tied him up and stuffed him in one of the barrels he drained dry. Where is he? Where's Drunkle? It's been too long since I've seen Drunkle. Looks like he had a good chat with the crew. That's the thing with seafaring. A close-knit crew is indispensable out on the open sea. I know there's talk about me feats reaching Terral, but in truth I couldn't have done it without me fellow explorers. Wherever the winds might take us, I consider it me duty to get us all there and back in one piece. Alright, we'll be entering Shade's Triangle any moment now. Look sharp. Land ho! Hold steady, we'll sail straight to her. Aye aye. Where is that blasted island? We just had it in our sights. And spotted off the starboard stern. What? Don't tell me we careened right past it.
Get this hulk turned around.
Oh god, the island's left our view again. It's gonna be like behind us now. The sight of the damned thing again. Shifted Mirage was right on the money. The islet itself was moving, the waves would be surging right over the bulwark. No natural phenomenon. Something's messing with our perception. You deserved. Heed my call. Deserved or not, onwards we sail. Who are you talking to? Strange voice, you say? I didn't hear a thing. What in the... Lost control of the rudder. Like something's reeling us in. Gods. Couldn't be the island, could it? How's the hull looking? No obvious damage, but the ship's stuck fast. Almost as if we've dropped anchor. Perfectly docked in without a single scratch. There ain't a helmsman alive who could have managed that. Here she'll end up like that if we try and shift her. I reckon we were brought here by some sort of arcane trickery. Trapped too, most likely. Magicked right to our destination. Quite the stroke of luck if you ask me. Well, there's nothing for it but to get this expedition underway. Tenram, can you please stop talking? Let my throat rest. The ship pinned in place, there's not much we can do except take a look around. Voice you heard on the ship. Starting to wonder whether that wasn't some kind of summons. I'm glad to have you with us, regardless. As for the isle itself, I'd assume it was uninhabited. Certainly wasn't expecting to come across this phantom village. Like as not, there's some sort of ward encompassing the island to keep us here. That said, there's a chance ethereal currents could circumvent the ward, assuming you can tap into one. Might be worth a try if Venture calls you elsewhere. Any road, as much as I'd like to gather the crew and get stuck right in, we'd better secure the perimeter first. Thought I'd give you a journal to jot down your findings along the way. Figure there's more than a few folks out there who'd appreciate a record of your exploits here. Fill those pages and give them something to sink their teeth into. If you wish to return to Tuliolo at any point during the expedition, interact with the ethereal current by the moored ship. Corresponding current at high tide harbor facilitates travel back to the Occult Crescent. The Occult record unlocked. Collection expanded. Occult record. Occult record is now available under collection in the duties section of the main menu. New entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to record as you explore the Occult Crescent. Record 1, Katenram, Laos. Yeah, okay, duty. Collection. Occult record. In the year 1497 of the 6th Astral Era, a Lominson Sea Wolf explorer of not 20 summers piloted a westward course for Hingashi, embarking on a fateful voyage that would catapult him into the ranks of legend. Unbeknownst to him and his crew, a great continent lay between them and the Far East, and it was not the splendor of Kugane, but the shores of Tral that ultimately lay upon the horizon. Having made landfall, Katenram roamed the interior, ultimately reaching Mamuk, the vast home of the Mamulja. There he met then Autak Gluljaja, whom he struck up a firm friendship. Together, the pair ranged the length and breadth of Tyrell, spurred by the same adventurous spirit that led the old sailor to this mysterious isle. Like there's a couple of beasts I can get information on, as well as shiny Pokemon, I guess. We've got 30 entries to fill out. Oh, it actually is just like an ethereal current thing. Damn, sucks to suck. You guys are stuck here. Sorry, I'm stretching. I'm gonna have to stop doing the Katenram voice. I'm sorry. Immersion broken, but like, he's slaughtering my throat. I'll try to still do like the same pitch, like down here. But like I'm not gonna do the gruff that I was doing with it. Odd. Not a single soul about. Are you pondering though? We better take a look around while a Fang game stands guard. As long as the ship's safe, so are all the provisions on board. It means one less worry while we're getting our bearings. Let me know if you find anything of interest. Faintly glowing stone. Likely carved by skilled hands, this ether-infused stone exudes a faint glow. It's unclear whether the stone emits light naturally or if some internal mechanism is causing the illumination. Oh damn, this place is just called Phantom Village. foliage choking the building and the overall state of decay suggests it's been abandoned for some time, left to the mercy of the elements. Wow, Stork, you were here first. Survey point. Crescent Village has been added to the Occult record. First, I've seen everything. You are the first, you will be the last. You are the Alpha, you are the Omega. You are the beginning, and you are the end. Two shipwrecks are visible in the eerily still bay, no doubt once crewed by brave sailors seeking the inner reaches of Shade's Triangle. Judging from their orientation, the vessels must have sunk while attempting to leave the island. There's no telling whether the souls on board were also lost to the waves. Finished investigating the area, Katenarim will be keen to know of your findings. So is there like another survey point around here somewhere? Oh, it's a swimming point. Can I... It's not letting me fish here. This game hates me. I'm guessing you're no closer to solving the Isle's mysteries either. Looking at these structures, I'd say the settlement's ancient. The original inhabitants may be long gone, but I was half hoping to find a few survivors from the wrecks at the very least. Anyhow, this building in particular took me interest. I managed to force the lock. I don't want you to think I make a habit of breaking locks in general skullduggery. Other than when strictly necessary, of course. Let's take a look inside, shall we? It's a tomb. Sarcophagus, do you reckon? I wouldn't get too close if I were you. I sense arcane trickery afoot. His candles aren't being kept alight by natural means, that's for damn sure. Oh shit, a landmine trap. Just as I thought. Experience tells me a ward like this will have us jumping through hoops to dispel it. Well, my experience tells me that stepping on that ward is gonna blast us to hell and back. Only ye deserved may lay claim. Let me see what I can do. Not sure which is more confounded mystery, your magic touch or this godforsaken rock we're standing on. Tonberry? I'm glad Katenarim and I had the same idea, or the same thought. clearly refreshed and raring to go. And who might you two be?
Wasn't expecting the common tongue.
Take me for some benighted fool? But perhaps a valid supposition given my current form. You stand before the archive, the very definition of erudition. Now hurry up and introduce yourselves. Oh, Alice, those keen, searching eyes of yours. Clearly you have an inquisitive mind like no other. Save my own, that is.
I'm Gitanram, an explorer hailing from Limsa Lominza. We're here on an expedition backed by the nation of Tuliolo.
Limsalo what now? Tuliolo? I visited each of the 12 city-states and learned all there is to know about their peoples and cultures. But those names ring unfamiliar. I think a whole nation would elude me. Tell me, when was this Tuliolo founded? Oh shit, this guy... Okay, things are starting to line up now. I think we might have come across a settlement from the city of Nim. Or the nation of Nim, rather. The 7th astral era? I moved to the island to avoid spreading the affliction that left me as you see, and promptly fell into a deep slumber.
If memory serves, such a plague swept the realm at the end of the 5th astral era. That'd mean you've been asleep for more than 1,500 years.
Explain why I feel so well rested. Now that I'm awake, I should very much like to see what has become of the Isle. Hey, I have a cure for Tonberryism, by the way, if you want that. I certainly don't recall the memorial fountain being so begrimed with algae. Perhaps you do speak the truth. And the strange ether I sense pervading the island. Could it be a ward of sorts? The noggin's still foggy after that eons-long slumber. There's a time when I knew all kinds of things. The name of every battle, the weight of all the riches in the world to the awns. I was a wise old man, a gushing font of knowledge. Say, I could be a real boon for your expedition once I get up to speed. I shall join you on your endeavors. Let's venture forth into this mysterious isle. Perhaps in the course of our adventure, your memories will come flooding back. Let us venture forth.
Seeing as there's nothing in the settlement out to kill us, I think it's time we get the crew ashore and earn their keep.
I'll be right back. Hopefully we can learn more about this isle from our newfound co-conspirator. Bum, 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 bum. Cult Record 3, The Archive. Oh, this could be like a really gorgeous sunrise. Let me... I think it would have been better if I caught it closer to the horizon line. Who's this up here? This isn't another player, is it? No, it's Jeffroy. Have a better name. His party's already exploring further afield. They'll soon get word to me once they find a decent spot to set up camp. Is Drunko on the island? Is he here yet? Come on, where's Drunko? Would you care to elaborate upon what brought you here? So, this isle lies in the heart of Shade's Triangle, and many a ship has gone missing in these waters? Mention those wrecks out in the bay. It's not unreasonable to think some of those sailors would have made it ashore. Why did no one try to wake me? Probably took one look at you and sealed the sarcophagus back up. The door to your chamber was tightly barred. Yeah. But your burly companion was able to force the lock. I dare say younger, swarthier sailors would have even less trouble getting that door open. Probably took a look at you and sealed it back up. A ridiculous notion. I might be old, but I'm swift and sprightly. I'd have been up and about in a flash if they so much as shifted the coffin lid. I'm still puzzled by the strange voice that only I'm hearing. Like there are voices in my head and I'm very much quite sane. You mean to imply that someone summoned you here? Oh my god, I've been isekai'd. Clearly it wasn't me. I've been sound asleep for the last few millennia, give or take. What a tantalizing conundrum. We simply must get to the bottom of this. Oh, hello there, Eos. Is it knowledge you seek? What manner... Okay, I don't think this guy is from Nim. Familiar, methinks. Looks like the fair is summoned by, employed by Nimian scholars of Eld. Was it you who summoned her? Me? Preposterous. I would have summoned something more statuesque. How rude. My name is Iris, and I certainly wasn't called forth by a wizened little wretch like you. Wizened? Surely you mean wise, you petulant little whelp. Honestly, who would ever summon a companion so lacking in manners? I know exactly what I meant, and you, sir, are lacking in wisdom. A seal has been placed upon your worldly knowledge, thus preventing its use. You can only speak of that which the lithe individual over here has seen and learned firsthand. Is that so? That explains why I can't muster the faintest mode of magic. Tried to heal myself earlier to no avail. Centuries of sleep on that cold stone slab really took its toll on my lower back. Enough of you and your aching bones. Iris, where's your master? Let me try a different tack. Why were you summoned here? I don't know. Looks like someone else has had their knowledge sealed away. If I'm wizened and lacking wisdom, you're not but an unfamiliar. Damn. They're just going at it. I'll tell you one thing. That fairy was steeped in the same ether permeating the island. As I surmise, there's a strange ward covering the island in its entirety. No doubt those ships in the bay were caught in its pull. Wards can't just cast themselves, meaning someone's responsible for those poor souls who perished in Shade's Triangle. Methinks our focus ought to be finding out what we can about this individual. Let's not forget the strange voice you keep hearing. For all we know, it could be connected in some... What if it's a Eureka situation and this island is a primal? Alright, let's go speak with Jeff Roy over yonder. You ought to have word on progress at the base camp. I was pleased to hear that preparations are well underway. I sent the advance party to scout ahead while the ship's being unloaded. They've already found an ideal spot to stage forays into the island's southern reaches and are setting up camp as we speak. When you're ready to head out, just say the word. Once you're out in the field, you'll have to speak with Katenram and decide how to proceed. Support crew will be stationed here in town. Be sure to avail yourself of their services if you're in need. And if you're after a weaponsmith, word is we hired a truly remarkable craftsman for the expedition. Judging by his reputation, he'll soon have your weapons honed to a deadly perfection. The smithy will be set up over yonder. Do drop by if you're interested. Well, that's all for me. Give me a shout when you're ready to make for the encampment. I want to go see Drunko. Let me go see Drunko. South Horn now accessible. It's a 5-page tutorial. Okay. There's not enough water in the world to keep my throat hydrated. You stand upon the Occult Crescent, an uncharted isle in the heart of Shade's Triangle. Whether you choose to join your fellow explorers in large-scale battles against the fiercest foes, or take on the Crescent's denizens in a series of small skirmishes, there are many ways to proceed and much to uncover on these shores. The following pages contain a detailed explanation of what you may expect on the Occult Crescent. Read and understand them well if you would seek to unravel the island's mysteries. Level requirements. The Occult Crescent is accessible for Disciples of War or Magic, level 100 and above. Required average item level is 690, and item level will be synced to 700. Players may change to a different job of sufficient level while in duty. All players are subjected to a separate leveling system while exploring the Occult Crescent, indicated by their knowledge level. Participating in large-scale battles or slaying the island's fiends will bolster your knowledge akin to experience points. When facing the fiends of the Occult Crescent, your knowledge level will significantly impact the outcome of any battle. To improve your chances of survival when roaming the wilds, be sure to accrue as much knowledge as you are able. Discrepancies between your knowledge level and that of your foes will affect the damage you deal and receive. You do well to choose your marks carefully before engaging. While exploring the isle, you may participate in critical encounters. Large-scale battles for up to 72 combatants. Emerging victorious from these perilous endeavors will garner a wealth of knowledge and other rewards. As critical encounters are not affected by your knowledge level, they can be attempted regardless of your progress. Additionally, during the course of your expedition, the return action is replaced by Occult Return, which enables instant return to base camp without the penalty of a lengthy recast time. Iris has been added. Hold on, I want to go see Drunko. Drunko! Drunko! Ah, it's not Drunko. My hopes were so high. Oh no, okay, this guy's on the hunt for the missing weaponsmith. I'm an adult reprobate. Wouldn't be surprised if we found him floating in the sea. You're new to the smithy, do you? Afraid we ain't up and running yet. We'd be told the weaponsmith we are bolted before we could finish setting up shop. Master of a craft by all accounts, but he's been nothing but trouble since he set foot on the ship. Kept trying to escape, so we threw him in the hold. Our woes didn't end there, though. He drank most of the booze we brought along for the expedition. Tell you, the bugger was half pickled by the time we hauled him out. Anyway, the bastard's now gone and disappeared. I know exactly who you have on hand. Show me my drunko. Eh? You're already acquainted with Scoundrel, or Eorzea's home to more cantankerous weaponsmiths than I thought. Needless to say, there aren't many folk willing to sail for Shade's Triangle. While we were scratching around trying to find someone, a certain enterprising woman put us in touch. They say there ain't a finer weaponsmith alive today, but he drinks like a sailor on shore leave and is up to his neck in debt. Signed up for the expedition to settle his dues. And he wrote he can't have gotten far. Not like there's any way off this rock. If as good as they say, I reckon it'll be a boon for your adventuring. Keep your eyes peeled. If you run into a shirtless, rum-soaked, good-for-nothing by the name of Geralt, tell him to come see me. It's Drunko! Drunko, where are you? You can't escape from me. There he is. Looking for some booze, old man? Not a drop of rum to be had in this bloody ghost town. No mention of Shade's Triangle when I signed the goddamn contract. Talk about false bloody pretenses. More fool me for trusting that wily harden, eh? Who the hell's her? Oh, bugger me. I can't do one bleeding job without you showing your ugly mug. It's said there's never a dull moment when the two of us team up. About we finish the job sharpish and get off this desolate rock, eh? Drunko! Place is pretty spacious as far as ghost towns go. This time I'd finished wandering about, the rum worn off. I had a hard time coaxing them back. Apologies for all the trouble. No, Drunkle and I go way back. Alright, with the smithy up and running, it's high time you started earning your keep. Listen here, do you think I'm gonna sell you my hammer and tongs, knocking out any, outwork any village smith with half a brain could handle? No, nothing less than the nigh impossible feats of genius stoke me fire these days. This then impudent Sadu drank the old dry, racking up more debt in the process. You're hardly in position to dictate terms. It does seem to have to fork over eye-watering sums to hire Eorzea's finest weaponsmith. You have him forge and plane old swords and shields. Any ideas, adventurer? I'm sure Eorzea's finest weaponsmith has his own ideas. Does, as a matter of fact, devising a new means of refining weapons and armor. Couldn't help notice all the ether permeating the place. Reckon I'll tap into that somehow. Of course, I'll need raw materials. Some magic warp ore from the Isle should do just the trick. If it's ores you're after, our surveillance will soon be conducting a preliminary excavation. Is that all you need to start? Hardly. If that were the case, any old fool could do the job. Magical properties can be fleeting and elusive. Without a means to properly harness the ether, there's every chance the ore to degrade in the process. You'll require something else besides raw materials. Any inkling as to what might that be? Sometimes a foul beastie in the throes of death will leave behind a crystallized chunk of their life essence. I've used the stuff in the past, and while it ain't exactly common, I wager you'll find it on this bastard rock. Not that it's unique to the island, mind, and I'm sure you'll find it elsewhere too. Does this mysterious crystal have a name? It does. Demiatma. Thanks for providing the spark our weaponsmith needed. Like he's committed to fulfilling his contractual duties at the very least. Hey, how do you feel about handling the fiend-felon part of the gambit? Figure out acquiring Demiatma. I'll see how amenable Geralt is to helping around the smithy. I reckon that's a reasonable division of labor. What if I didn't do Demiatma though? What if we did anything else? Demiatma can be obtained from fates and critical encounters on the Occult Crescent Southhorn. It can also be obtained from fates in other regions. Arcopacha, Kozamauka, Yoctel, Shaloni, Heritage Found, and Living Memory. How much Demiatma are you gonna need? 6 kinds of Demiatma. 3 of each to make sure my work is foolproof. So 18 total. Geralt, you son of a bitch. Geralt, you motherfucker. Geralt, I'm giving you shitty alcohol. Journey to the Southhorn. Crescent Southhorn. Those are some big bubbles in the sky. You know, it's very Nimian architecture. Alright. Phantom job. I'm just a phantom freelancer. Oh, I don't have any other phantom jobs. I don't know why that keeps exploding. New job, old tricks. It'd be hard-pressed to find a better location to stage an expedition than this. To think we'd even find something akin to an aetherite. With any luck, there will be a few more dotted around the isle to avail ourselves of. Make sure you tune with this one before leaving camp. Speaking of leaving, our advance party scoured the area and brought back a few bits and bobs of interest. The archive was appraised in the cache, but he soon scarpered off and started poking around that heap of rubble. Better see what he's up to. I am up to attuning with this. Expedition base camp added. Here you are. Got something crystalline to show you. Ah, just as I thought. As you laid your eyes on the crystal, I was able to tap into my wealth of learning on the topic. This seal knowledge business is awfully frustrating, I must say. What I handed you is a soul shard from the 5th Astral Era. Contained within it is a phantasmal record of arcane arts and combat disciplines pioneered by the 12 city-states of Eld. I'm sure the methods you modern combatants employ are far more refined than those of my day. Nonetheless, you might benefit from learning the old ways of waging war. Under normal circumstances, I'd find myself a soul shard and fight alongside you, but I can't access what's inside. Thwarted again by the seal that diminutive little scalawag spoke of. Given that you were summoned here especially, I dare say you'll have no trouble using it, however. Go on, try fixing it to your garb. The new Phantom Job system. I don't remember the list of the Phantom Jobs. I know like Samurai, Bard, and Monk were on there. I think Geomancer was? The soul shard in your possession gives you access to 3 Phantom Jobs: Phantom Knight, Phantom Monk, and Phantom Bard. Well, I know the one I'm going to be using. These supplementary jobs can be selected via the Phantom Job window while on the Occult Crescent. Selecting a Phantom Job enables the use of job-specific Phantom actions. Phantom actions are displayed on the Phantom Action panel, from which they may be selected for execution. Much like other actions, Phantom actions can be registered to the hotbar. You are currently a Phantom Freelancer. Select your chosen Phantom Job from the window to proceed with the expedition. Speak with the Expedition Advisor here on the base camp or Jeff Roy in the Phantom Village to learn more about the Occult Crescent. Phantom Jobs added to the guide. The Phantom Guard, Prey, Occult Heal, Pledge, Enhanced Guard, Enhanced Prey, Kick, Counter, Counter Stance, Chakra, Enhanced Kick 2. Offensive Aria, Romeo's Ballad, Mighty March, Hero's Rhyme. Obviously, I go for the Knight. Oh, it doesn't do any visual change, dang. We're gonna have to move this, like... I'll put it above the Yuri. Has a 2-minute recast. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't leave yet. I probably have to pick up the quest from Katenran. At least it lasts for 10 seconds. Oh no, it's archived with the quest. Excellent. It would seem we managed to interface with the Soul Shard. There is one caveat. I believe it will only work within the confines of the island's ward. Nonetheless, as you accumulate more knowledge, you'll soon be able to draw on more potent techniques. What's more, I don't think that's the only Soul Shard on the island. I'm positive you'll acquire others on your travels. The more you possess, the greater the array of ancient techniques you will have at your fingertips. Well, I shan't keep you from your excursions any longer, so you'd better speak to that imposing lass over there before you depart. Okay, at least I can, use mounts here. These walls have seen better days, but they're solid enough. Now, as long as we secure the entrances, this camp will be safe while you're out roaming the Isle. Roman's all well and good, but we'll need a firm plan of action if we're to make any headway. Before you leave, let's consider our approach. No! Let me leave! Let me be an adventurer, damn it! Let me run blindly into danger! Oh, 300 knowledge for this one. Seems to me the more we learn about this island, the further we get from unraveling its secrets. There's the voice only you can hear, the Isle-wide ward, the seal of the archive's knowledge, that fairy familiar and her master, not to mention that finding a settlement on such a remote island is past and strange to begin with. But before we get to satisfying our curiosity, we've a more pressing concern to address. Safety. The crew are peerless, yourself included, but I've seen negligence and lack of preparation lay low the finest explorers. Which is why I intend to thoroughly appraise the threats lurking beyond these walls. As our resident freelancer extraordinaire, I want you to fell 3 different species of fiend and share your findings from each encounter. At the very least, it'll be an opportunity to test that crystal of yours. Provide me with any information you gather. The more you see and share, the more we chip away at that blasted seal. Alright, I gotta kill 3 nerds. 3 different kinds of nerds. I'm gonna lose my Vice Finder. Oh no, that was Hunter's Instinct. Four Enlightenment gold pieces. $30? Jesus Christ. I will gladly take a 30-minute permanent regen. Okay, I guess I'm taking this one. I guess I could have done Occult return. Alright. Crescent Gorilla, Flying Lizards, Bandersnatches. Countered a whole herd of Gorilla. It's rare indeed to see such notoriously territorial creatures band together. Mayhap it's a regional adaptation. We also vanquished a flying lizard and a bandersnatch. The former are known for their treetop nests, and the latter are often found prowling mountainous regions in search of prey. I'm no naturalist, but they don't sound like species you'd normally find on an island such as this. Suppose someone could have transported them here, but why go through all that trouble? Answer that? At least I could, were it not for that vexatious seal. In other words, we'll be relying on Elle to document what she finds on our travels. Honestly, I'm starting to think Iris wasn't far off the mark about you. Roam far and wide, Elle. Help me unseal my vast reserves of knowledge and thus prove this lumbering cloud wrong. The local fauna surveyed, I suggest we now seek signs of former habitation. There are plenty of structures beside the settlement you found me in. To start, I want you to visit the ruins visible due south of the encampment and start with their architectural motifs. I look forward to hearing your account. Make the subsequent quest, you must unlock relevant entries in the Occult record. That doesn't count for job XP. Okay, that sucks. Which means I may actually change to I'll stick with Knight for now. Oh, due to showing off his Wings of Resolve. I'll get to that critical encounter later. But God, these guys hit hard. I need to be using Phantom Guard more. I did not clear my inventory after doing submarine shit earlier. I don't know if I can get over to this critical encounter, but I'm gonna try. While avoiding these leshies because I feel like they're going to hurt. Goobs! Cursed concern. What the fuck is that? That is a fucked up adamantoise. Valued customer? Possession of one of the trade tortoise's wares. Do I like buyer's remorse? Is this one where I just keep moving? Yes, okay. Green? Surely someone will just notice my body here and want to res me. Holy shit! I wasn't expecting it to actually happen. Cost of living. No, the cost of living crisis is even in 14. Okay, I need to come over here and... I don't know. Do I need to stretch my tether? That's usually what you do with tethers. Hold on. Nope, okay, I was supposed to be in it. Oh damn, that is a permanent vulnerability debuff. I need to... I have to... I need to go get one. And then run back over here. Nope, okay. I do not know how to do that. I am very almost dead. One penny inflation. Yeah, Demiata. And now my inventory is full. Alright, really quickly, we're just dumping shit from inventory. Don't need a Elysium gloves. Okay, I'll just dump those three. Alright, at least I'm Phantom Knight 2, finally. Okay, no, Enduring Fortitude has the 30-minute. Okay. Where am I going for this archive? That's something to the south? Ruins towering above the tree line south of camp. Critical encounter spotted. I might be able to get over there. Looks like maybe there's a way to access it. Oh, hello, Burb. Unfortunately, you just missed me having my shit get kicked in by a giant turtle. That was also a capitalist. It was weird. Ooh, treasure coffer. It's more demi-materia too. Don't aggro on me. I'm just an innocent little gamer. You don't want to murder me to death. Gonna be down for MTG later. After stream I've got work. So probably around like 7 is when I'm gonna be free. Dude is trying to PvP with these goddamn AoEs. So many things that I need to go read up on. Oh shit. Hey, I'll just join a random ass party. What the? That's a lot of dudes. That is a considerable amount of guys. Just a massive amount of men. Just a serious collection of statues. Oh my god. I probably should have been sprinting through that. Lesbian. Okay, someone has left the party. It was one of the DPS. No, I am melee DPS, you don't want to attack me! Yeah, okay. I could only luck my way through dodging so many times. Alright, this is the time where I shine. I mean, I can handle all of them in a fight. Burb, I'm beating them up. You would just beat them off. Okay, mechanic time. So I will probably be dying here. Oh my god, I survived mechanics! I didn't think it was possible. Oh shit. That is a massive dude. Let me... The Megalo Knight. Just like Sans Undertale, it's Megalophania. I don't know if we're beating in rage on this. Oh my god, we did. Alright, so that's 2 of the Demiatma. Just 16 to go. No, I've got to find the note that's over here somewhere. Avoid the level 4s because they will kick my shit in. Okay, this is just water. Can't go over there at all. That is like the edge of the map. Avoid the level 5s. We greed this treasure chest. That was not worth it. I think ghosts are proximity, so uh-oh. I'm in danger. Oh shit, that's level 20s. Okay. Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running, just keep running. Oh cool, 21. Surely I can just avoid him and he won't one-shot me. Oh, fuck. Why are there now naked men? I've got to get out of here. But I can't return while I'm in combat. That was still on my tail. Okay. Yes, get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Okay, there we go. Now I have a 30-minute, 10% damage reduction. I'm just gonna follow these guys. They probably know where they're going. God, I really hope that these people aren't following me thinking I know where I'm going. I'm trying to get to the critical encounter. That's level 9s. Okay, I'm not gonna make it to that, but I will at least get this Ethernet shard. Crystallized cavern? Oh, there's the cavern. Oh my god, the crystal dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! No, I'm thinking of Rainbow Dragon. I'm an idiot. Oh cool, a treasure coffer. Survey point. Surely these guys just won't aggro on me. What record 13? The Fell Warren. Nope, you don't see me. Oh, cool. Level 24s. We'll just not fuck with those guys. Ooh, a silver treasure coffer. Garden Ruins Orchestrion roll. Dang, it doesn't look like there's anything back there. Suddenly, NSFW random post jump scares you. Bam, penis jump scare. It's me whenever I take off my pants. I have jump scare sounding wild. Yeah, you've heard of Golden Freddy. Now get ready for Penis Freddy. No, that's a bad bit. I take that one back. That's a really that's a bad bit. Oh, I didn't even notice that it autocorrected to not say jump scare. Golden penis would have been better. Is that? Oh, that is a level 22. That is what is that? I'm still gonna try and sneak in here. Finished blueprints. Oh shit. Okay. Oh no! No, internet! No, don't do this to me again. Is internet stable again? My internet hated Penis Freddy so much that it disconnected itself. The blueprints? No, haven't finished blueprints yet. Okay, I'm back. At least it didn't kick me out. Alright, no more Penis Freddy jokes. Pika jokes? Potentially worse. The Wanderer's Haven. Critical encounter? Where is it? Love me some critical encounters. Alright, hold on, I need to reapply Prey. I have to pray. Giving up the horny bit, I am now a good, wholesome Christian streamer. Not Christum. Who was Chris? I actually do know a guy named Chris. He's cool. Oh, wait, no, I forgot. She's cool. I was about to shout in chat that I'm LFG, but guess I'm not. I'm gonna eat a muffin. Because 2 fried eggs was not enough for breakfast. And I have a bunch of chocolate chip muffins because they were on clearance. Not clearance, but like discounted at Walmart yesterday. I can't access my chocobo back here. That is unfortunate. I'll just discard those. Oh shit. I thought I was safe there. Why wasn't I safe there? Okay. All of the DPS died there. Oh my god, so many dead people. At least I got to finish my muffin. And I can finally have time to crack this open. Oh my god, the paladin is at 6 vuln stacks. Got a drink and a stretch from the start. Alright, hold on. What? That's cheap. Nine vuln stacks on the paladin now. Okay, come on. I need another chocolate muffin. Oh no, it's for blind! Someone's trying to drive in here in their Cybertruck. I think I spent most of this boss fight dead. Oh cool, a knowledge level up. Offer. Man, I'm glad I got here in time to help. I don't know where we're all going, but I'll play follow the leader. See, that's the only one I don't have now. Oh, critical encounter over here. I just won't spend 90% of this one being dead. Simple as that. There also is a survey point somewhere over here that I need to find to be able to continue with the next quest. Are we losing internet again? I might be losing. Oh, yep, internet's going again. We be lagging bad. I have to end stream so I'm not kicked again. No, we've recovered. I'm gonna end stream just to be safe. Here, let's go raid Spoonie. And I will just say, bye-bye.